Hey, Sergeant, I just finished fixing the light-making thingy.
You mean the light bulb?
Yeah, anything else I can do?
No, go away.
But I need positive reinforcement.
Private, haven't you been told that trying to be too helpful is obnoxious?
Well, the fault in our Cutie Marks would disagree with you, pal. The episode begins with a griffon named Gabriella, or Gabby for short, showing up at the CMC treehouse, looking for some advice.
She wants advice on the fastest way out of this annoying town filled with annoying ponies.
Not even close, Sergeant. Gabby wants a Cutie Mark of her very own. And sadly, this is impossible. But Gabby just doesn't want to hear that. So, after consulting the Princess of Factoids, the Crusaders try again to explain to Gabby that she can't get a Cutie Mark.
They would have probably had an easier time explaining Mozart to a tree frog.
Yeah. So to kill some time and get a song in there, the CMCs help Gabby do a whole list of stuff to see what she's good at. But they hit an unexpected snag when it turns out that Gabby is pretty good at everything she tries. So finally the kids tell her she can't get a Cutie Mark, and she flies off disappointed. But then, like an hour later, she shows up with a fake Cutie Mark painted on her bum.
Ah, the starlight glimmer method.
And once this obvious fraud comes out, the CMCs get that helping others is Gabby's special talent. This episode was a lot of fun, and a lot of that's down to Gabby. She's just too cute. And that's a neat trick, as bubbly, high-energy characters can easily come off as obnoxious. But I think they sidestep that in a couple of ways. First off, they know when to stop. Gabby has just as many moments when she's normal as when she's super hyper. Second, she's balanced by a number of factors. A, she's not well liked in her native Griffonstone. Second, the CMCs seem to understand that she's a bit much. And finally, the whole mission of her life is to help others. All of this goes a long way toward making her likable. Also, I want to compliment the show for staying true to only ponies can have Cutie Marks. A major sign of poor writing is not staying consistent to the rules you've set down. And I'm pleased that MLP is staying consistent. Now let's discuss that song. It's your typical MLP fare. It starts off somewhat slow with acoustic guitars, but soon enough it busts into some drumline stuff. This gives it an upbeat marching quality that really highlights Gabby's high-powered enthusiasm. Alright, now let's move on to the comedy. The humor in The Fault in Our Cutie Marks is a bit understated. I think Gabby is supposed to be doing most of the heavy lifting, but she's only kinda funny. The best stuff comes from Twilight, whose over-the-top enthusiasm at the prospect of a research project was hilarious. There's also a fun bit involving a concerned set of pony parents at the start of the episode. They're worried that their daughter's bone-themed Cutie Mark means that she's going to grow up to be a pirate.
That's only because they weren't allowed to say serial killer.
Finally, the episode gives me a chance to talk about continuity. There are a number of ways to approach the concept. At one extreme, you have continuous shows that tell one ongoing story. The other is completely self-contained episodes, and that was the norm for shows in the past 2 decades. But this episode draws on what happened in the past, i.e. RD and Pinkie's trip to Griffonstone and the unfortunate Cutie Pox incident. And personally, I think that's a good middle ground to take. Okay, now it's time to break down the good and the bad in My Little Pony, The Fault in Our Cutie Marks. On the good side, Gabby is a fun new character that I would be happy to see more from. There's a nice song in there, and they keep continuity with the past. On the other hand, the episode isn't as funny as I would have wanted it to be. But hey, it's still a great episode, so I give My Little Pony, The Fault in Our Cutie Marks, a 4 out of 5. Now, if you're interested in more reviews of anime, movies, TV shows, comic books, or video games, check out my channel on YouTube at StupidPrivate913, or find my Facebook and Deviantart pages for video updates and more. Thank you for watching.
Hey kids, today's show is brought to you by the letter 4 and the number potato! I'm a stupid private.